All right, number 4, absolute value of A, absolute value of B, C, D, P, and R. You should be getting pretty good at this. Doesn't take long, but it definitely helps when you are doing your graph. So our A value this time is 5. Our B value is 2, C value 0, D value 1. We got 2 pi over B, which is 2. And so the 2's divide out, and we're left with pi. And then our range is we're starting at 1 and we are subtracting 5. So we're going to be at -4, and 1 plus 5 is 6. So -4 and 6. Let's go ahead and do our critical values here. So we're going to take 0 to pi. Half of pi is pi halves. Half of pi halves is pi fourths. So that's what we're going to be using. Label your x and y axis. Generally want to try to make it kind of spaced out evenly. So we got 6 and we got -4. Our sinusoidal axis is going to be at 1. And then again, I like to do my little dashed line for the sinusoidal axis. And then label the critical values. So we got 0, pi fourths, 2 pi fourths, 3 pi fourths. We could zoom in here. That might be a little bit easier. 4 pi fourths, 5 pi fourths, 6 pi fourths, 7 pi fourths, and 8 pi fourths. We'll stop right there. Okay, so we are graphing sine in this case, if you remember our problem. So we start at the axis point, which is at 1, go high, axis low, axis high, axis low, axis. And graph it. Your favorite flavor. Blue. Alright. There you go. There's number 5, I think. Number 4. Okay, number 5. The function we're graphing is Chala, so we'll just put Chala over here in the corner so we remember that that's who we're graphing. And then go through our alphabet, A, B, C, D, P, and R. Our A value is 4. Our B value is 2. C value again is 0. D value is -3, so we're going down 3. Our period is 2 pi over 2, so we get pi. And our range is starting at -3, and we are subtracting 4, so -7. And -3 plus 4 would be +1. Okay, critical values. Should be getting pretty good at this. 0 to pi, pi halves, pi fourths. So that's the value that we're going to use as our intervals. And go ahead and graph this. So because I have -7 here and a +1, I'm going to kind of make my graph so that there's more areas for the negative values. So this is going to be +1 up here. This will be -7 down here. My sinusoidal axis is at -3. And you may have noticed this, or you may have not. Let's actually put it more in the middle. Graph just froze here. Okay, there we go. The amplitude is directly this absolute value above and below the sinusoidal axis. So you can see the difference of 4 from the sinusoidal axis. So just another thing to kind of check as you're going through making sure everything works. So sinusoidal axis, dashed line. Start with the critical values. 0 pi fourths, 2 pi fourths, 3 pi fourths, 4 pi fourths, 5 pi fourths, that should be a 4, 6 pi fourths, 7 pi fourths, and 8 pi fourths. Okay, so we are starting with cosine. So we are starting up high at 1 at 0. So we start up here. Axis at pi fourths. 2 pi fourths is our low point. Axis high. Axis low. Axis high. lost my cursor, and then we keep continuing to create our sinusoidal graph of this function right here.